wise man once said, the will to win, the desire to succeed,
What takes guts is to put yourself on the line.
the urge to reach your full potential.
A leader makes the way.
These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Success Resources is the world's leading events promoter of business, personal development, and wealth creation programs. For over 30 years, we've helped over 10 million people across 30 countries unlock their full potential. From North America to Europe, to Africa, to Asia, to Oceania, we are the key to your personal success. We open the door to the world's best speakers, such as Anthony Robbins, Sir Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, and T. Harv Eker, to name a few. Praised by Donald Trump for being the world's best, we have over 500 events a year and access to the greatest thinkers, achievers, and motivators of our time. We guide you to the success that lies in every one of us.
But you will not discover your greatness in your comfort zone.
You have to have confidence in yourself.
We have never really truly reached our destination. There's always another level to strive for. Your best is yet to come. Success Resources, your learning partners.
Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, it's midweek. We all have made it through Monday and we have made it through Tuesday, and now let's celebrate Wednesday. Okay, so make Wednesday our best day each and every week. Now, today I want to cover whether or not Bitcoin is in the bull market or bear market. I know that a lot of people are very fearful. Bitcoin has been moving in the low 40 for a while. So let's take a look at whether or not Bitcoin is truly in the bull market or bear market, and what is actually happening in the long term, and also the trend for Bitcoin. Now, secret to success, we believe secret to success is to wake up early, work hard, and own Bitcoin. So welcome to Bitcoin Journey to 100,000. My name is Richard Tan from Success Resources. We are the world leading education provider every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. We make videos tracking the incredible journey of Bitcoin to 100,000. So if this is a journey you like to follow, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the thumbs up button and the notification bell so that whenever we run a video, you are the first to know. I want to bring up a very, very special person, and delighted to bring my friend, Dr. Clemen Chiang, to the program. He's an authority in financial investing and a well-known teacher to many, many thousands and thousands of students all over the world in the art of wealth creation. Welcome, Dr. Clemen.
Wow, Richard, thank you for having me. And today I got a new friend to join our show. She's very shy, but I haven't named her yet.
A new one, this is a new friend. What about the old tiger?
She's the girlfriend of Tabby. So Tabby is watching me right now. So now this one is really, really cute, very girly, just like a little doll like that. I can do the whole show like this, just carrying her like this. So it's really good to be back here on Wednesday, and we got a new addition to our show. We have Tabby and plus his girlfriend, not named yet.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Now behind the boyfriend is behind.
Yeah, Tabby is right behind there. Right over here. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Clemen, let's start with the deal of the century. Just yesterday, this big news. Like you like to use the word mama, this mama deal. Microsoft acquired Activision in a 69 billion deal, and they are betting, Microsoft is betting big on metaverse. The deal announced by Microsoft on Tuesday is the biggest ever, set to be the largest all cash acquisition on record. They pay in cash. Now, question to you is this mega mama deal, what is the impact on the crypto market and also on Bitcoin.
Oh yes, this is really fascinating, Richard, because I was right there live on CNBC and I watched the breaking news as released by CNBC, and they brought on board the head honcho for gaming from Microsoft as well as the CEO of Activision, both on the live stream. So first off, let's take a look at what exactly does Activision do. So they're a gaming company, and this kind of give us an insight into Microsoft thinking. The next generation, the next decade, 10, 20, 30 years from now, what will shape the world will be in the world of metaverse, in the world of gaming. And this is all about virtual reality. So, I mean, if you take a look at the featured games right here, some of which are played by your very children or relatives, or the millennials, Call of Duty, right here is really hot, Pro Skater, Crash Bandicoot, and so on. So this is really, if any one of you out there watching the YouTube presentation right now, you do not know what's going on, means there is a generation gap already. The generation that you belong to, if you can't identify with these such games, you're clearly out of touch, because such games will dominate for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Now, how far you'll dominate, I got the exact numbers for all of us to ponder upon today, all right? So step one, we're going to refer to this article from CNBC. Microsoft 68.7 billion Activision deal is the biggest in its company's history. And it won't stop other opportunities. So here we go. Right over here, even though it's like a really big number, 68.7 billion, this is only about 3% of the size of the total company of Microsoft, all right? And of which many hundreds of millions of people playing its game, which could help Microsoft win subscribers to its Game Pass service. So gaming is going to be key component. It is right now kind of a lifestyle choice where, you know, people just love to game. And if I come down to right here, this part, this is really shocking, right? The world's second most highly valued public company plans to spend almost 53% of its cash pile on the deal, which is the largest in Microsoft's 46-year history. And we know that for under CEO Satya Nadella's leadership, 46 years, he was only in charge for 8 years. And kind of in this 8 years tenure, stock price for Microsoft went on a 45 degrees rocket climb, first taking Azure to dominate in the cloud computing space. And then right now you have Activision acquisition to dominate in the gaming space. And of course, they failed to take over TikTok because Donald Trump kind of messed up the deal. But I think this is the clearest focus ever presented to us. So what does it mean to us then? Because if we take a look at this very interesting deal, Microsoft is still considering other deals on the pipeline. And this is where we start to ask ourselves, okay, what does it take for a company to go into metaverse, to go into virtual reality, to go into gaming? And all this is like not real human contact. It's a part of the experience to take us away from the real world experience. And right now it's taking a larger proportion of the time on a per 24 hours basis, accelerated by the recent 2 years of a pandemic lockdown. And we know, okay, this is the real direction forward. Now, if this is the real direction forward, then how does this headline benefit those of us who are into the crypto space? And that's the reason why education is so key. Today, I'm going to spend a big portion of the topic today based on the questions that kind of Richard exampled. We're going to understand, if you are not educated to understand the next 10, 20, 30 years trend that's going to shape the world that we live and play in, you'll be out of touch. You are the generation gap. But if we say we want to get educated, not just by reading the headlines, but we want to get involved, then clearly cryptocurrency is the place here to stay. Because for them to play these games in the future, I can tell you for sure, they have to subscribe through digital currency. So digital currency is a big topic. And the first of all digital currencies in the world, the mother of all coins, is none other than Bitcoin. And that's the reason why this announcement kind of really excite the community. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, Dr. Clemen, of course, Microsoft is one of the largest companies in the world, worth trillions of dollars. They go into this gaming and into metaverse, and of course, the other is Facebook, which is another titan company, that trillion-dollar company, also putting their bet on metaverse. So, this tech company, giant tech company, are betting into metaverse, but we have another article that says that non-tech company, that's traditional company, non-tech company, none other than Walmart, which is selling the normal household thing and all the other things, appear to be venturing into metaverse too. We plan to create its own digital currency and also NFT, etc. So, question to you, Dr. Clemen, is that this giant corporation are into crypto. What does that tell us? Is there any clue that we ordinary people can learn from them for our financial future?
Yes, absolutely. Great question. Because, Richard, for Walmart family, in the past, in my time, like 10, 20 years ago, when we researched the top 10 richest people in the world, easily the Walmart family members, 3 to 4 of them come into the top 10 space. And they are the number one grocery store in the world. But hey, why are they thinking about entering into metaverse? Is there kind of a strategic shift or realignment of their focus? And why the big key points is that they are entering metaverse to create its own cryptocurrency and collection on NFTs. This is big story. Because right now, every brand out there knows that if I have a large customer base, I mean, talking about 100, 200, 300 million, and just now when we talk about Activision, the customer base is about 400 million, all right? So I'm going to show you the exact numbers right here. This is the real customer base. If you have 400 million customers, you are right now on the red alert list to be acquired anytime. So 400 million for Activision equates to $68.7 billion acquisition. And straight away, the CEO has to step down. He got bought out 100% by Microsoft. And then we take this idea, come back to Walmart. Every American is a customer of Walmart. And why Walmart should create its very own digital currency right here. And in fact, they have every product array out there to launch its very own marketplace for NFTs. Everything can be an NFT. And that's their thinking, a very brilliant move, and of which they move on to file trademark protection, right? So several trademark protection were being discussed. They kind of dig into this story, virtual currency and NFT, all right? So we're going to kind of scroll down. Is this for real? Oh, yes, it is for real. This is the Walmart application on USPTO, which is a US Patent and Trademark Office website, which you can easily search, look for Walmart. And what I'm more interested in is this part here. The trademark protection is for financial services, namely providing a digital currency and a digital token of value for use by members on an online community via a global computer network. And that's the reason why all of you watching in today, you are benefiting so much from the education of Bitcoin, and when we span out our universe. We enter into metaverse, we enter into gaming, we enter into cloud, and we enter in all these mama companies, all having a strategic shift in their thinking into metaverse. So all this is really exciting to us, and you can kind of check this out. In fact, all of a sudden, Gap has also started selling the NFTs on its iconic logo sweatshirts, and the apparel maker said its NFTs will be priced in tiers ranging from roughly $830 to $415 and come with a physical hoodie. So they are doing a bundle sale. You buy a physical product that's going to tie in with a non-fungible token, and that's in the virtual world. And the NFT, remember, the single word that binds NFT together is called bragging right. And everyone out there, every new generation out there wants to go out there to the virtual world with a bragging right. And that's the reason why even Under Armour, Adidas NFTs sold out last month, all right? So And the big place to go right now for NFT marketplace is OpenSea.io. So we are looking at all these great brands with a great number of followers, including Urban Outfitters, Ralph Lauren, Abercrombie, and Fitch have also filed trademarks to kind of protect their virtual store. And this is the direction to go. And that's the reason why any country out there who's putting a block or putting a blackout to the idea of digital currency or to the idea of non-fungible tokens or to the idea of metaverse will be so left behind. And we're going to address this topic today because if any one of you out there is thinking about that, you are preventing the whole population from being educated in the right space. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. So, well, the whole market, right? I mean, the whole segment, crypto market, is attracting big, giant, reputable company. Hence, crypto is not going to go away because all these big, giant, Walmart, Microsoft are all going into the crypto market. So we as ordinary investor can just take a cue from this giant. Now this year, the first IPO in the crypto industry came from a Texas-based Bitcoin mining company, Rodian Enterprise. Now question to you is this, that this company is going IPO, and lots of people are putting money into it. In fact, it's worth $1.7 billion. Question to Dr. Clemen is that what does this show, that as more and more people putting money, when more and more people putting money into this space, what does it actually shows and reflect?
Oh yes, really powerful question, Richard. And a quick update, we made money from a few of the Bitcoin mining firms ranging from Marathon, Digital Holdings, all the way to Riot. And right now we are looking at the next candidate. That's the first IPO for this year, Rodium. Now, why is this space right now like so packed and crowded? Because, if we trace through 2020 and 2020, what it gave us is this. We have the third Bitcoin halving event. And then we just keep adding every 4 years. So the prediction arrives at, by the time we hit 2032, 99% of the fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoins would have reached about 99% completely mined. But mining is just phase one of the part of extracting or minting the coins out of the universe. Then what's the phase two? The phase two is maintaining the hash rate where people are sending coins to and fro to any parts of the world. And that's why there's a very important role for Bitcoin miners to play. Now, recap, there are 3 ways for us to take part in the growth of Bitcoin. Number 1, you can go into spot trading, just go to any other crypto exchange, buy the Bitcoin directly. Number 2, you can take part in a Bitcoin ETF. So today, Bitcoin futures ETF is already trading on the market. We are waiting for the next approval, which is the Bitcoin spot ETF. And number 3, to take part in the growth of Bitcoin, you become a Bitcoin miner yourself. And that's where you can work with companies like Rodian, Marathon, and so on. Some of them open up the space thinking in the same likes of Airbnb, where you can go in and rent the space of the rack where your Bitman machine is part of the rows of machines out there, and you're all housed next to an electrical plant. All right. So this is really big topic, and it's really exciting. And right over here, I want to pick out a few salient points, and that is this. First of all, it has already been filed on SEC. We'll be trading under the ticker symbol RHDM. All right. So this will be going live for trading really soon. But more importantly, we are talking about ESG and all that, and that's the reason why their goal is to be the most sustainable and cost-efficient producer of Bitcoin in the industry. Now, what is really exciting is Marathon, BitDeer, Riot, BitDigital listed on stock exchanges such as the NASDAQ. Now, what does that mean to be listed on NASDAQ? Which, a point I need to really go all out to address today. These are public listed companies. And if they are listed on the NASDAQ, means anyone from the retail public can participate to buy the stocks or buy the shares of these listed companies, right? You can just buy low, sell high, make money. Meaning to say, the idea of Bitcoin mining has already been accepted. The idea of trading Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency has already been accepted. And the idea of participating in the Bitcoin ETF has already been accepted. Everybody knows. So what we really need to dive in really further is when we talk about any Bitcoin miner, right? I always talking about hash rate. They will reach a total combined hash rate capacity of approximately 2.7 exahash. Now, what is the meaning of 2.7 exahash? I'm going to kind of switch over my screen and show you the global Bitcoin hash rate, all right? So 2.7 exahash, we go and recap this number first. 2.7 exahash is equivalent to this number right here, all right? This is terahash, and 1 exahash is equals to 1 million terahash. All right, so 2.7 exahash is equivalent to, let me get my ratio right now. Suddenly I forgot the conversion. Let me just convert right now. All right, convert. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind on this. 1 exahash, hang on a minute. Let me just do this live right here. Convert 1 EH. Convert 1 EH. Hang on a minute. Convert 1 EH into terahash. Okay, right over here, and I show you this table, and we all can learn from it. All right, right here. So let me just increase. Okay. So 1 exahash is equivalent to 1 million terahash. All right, memory is back. 1 exahash is equals to 1 million terahash. All right. So if that being true and correct, means this is 2.7 million terahash. Now, if 2.7 million terahash, look at right now the hash rate. It has gone up to 200 million. 1% of that is 2 million. So this company, Rhodium, is trying to hit 1% of the total hash rate in the world. So let's round up. If it's 200 million terahash, then they are only taking 2 exahash, which is equivalent to 2 million terahash. They are taking a market share of only 1%. All right. I hope you guys learned something from this. This is really, really important when we talk about Bitcoin mining. All right. So finally, we'll end off with this paragraph. Our infrastructure platform allows us to mine Bitcoin at a significant low cost compared to the industry average. For the period 1st Jan 2021 to September 2021, our average electricity cost to produce 1 Bitcoin was approximately $2,500. So we got two states that are very crypto mining friendly. One is Texas, that has been highlighted right here. And of course, they are trying to make it more energy efficient. And with more and more of such companies like Rhodium, Marathon, and Riot coming on stream as a public companies, guess what? We are moving towards the goal of a truly energy efficient Bitcoin mining era. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you. And that would be good for the market and for everybody else. Now let's look at adoption, right? Adoption. So we know that the price of Bitcoin is based on adoption. There's no magic. There is no myth around the Bitcoin journey to 100,000. As more and more people use Bitcoin, adopt Bitcoin for many, many purposes, whether it's a store of financial energy or for payment or for any other things, the more users for Bitcoin, the more the Bitcoin price will be pushed up. Now, the reigning champion of UFC, right, Ultimate Fighting Club heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou has announced that he is going to accept his pay, half of it in fiat and half of it in Bitcoin. And he is the mixed martial art champion. Now, question to you, Dr. Clemen, is that looks like many celebrity like Tom Brady and many NBA basketball player, even politician, they want their pay to be paid in Bitcoin or at least part of it. Why is that so?
Yes, very, very sharp question, Richard. And you know, this is the growing trend right now among celebrities, among sportsmen, among the top athletes of the world, and say, hey, I deserve to be paid in cryptocurrency. Because why? They realize a fundamental flaw, or not, maybe it's not flaw, but the fundamental contention with the digital dollar that we hold today, right? The currency that we hold today cannot appreciate in value. In fact, with the latest highest inflation rate at 7%, we are experiencing a lower purchasing power for the same physical dollar that we hold in our hands today. So taking this into mind, since we are suffering a loss, right, 7% inflation rate, but the bank interest is only giving us 0.05%, we start off with the notion that we are already negative 6.95% every year with our cash sitting in the bank. Now you take this idea and move on to the idea of digital currency. Now digital currency, especially for Bitcoin, over time will appreciate in value. Why? Because the supply is fixed. Why? Because it's decentralized. And why? It's the mother of all coins. That's why. And that's the reason why many of them, including heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, plans to take half of his UFC purse paid in Bitcoin. They understand a simple philosophy. Over time, the value will appreciate. And they take half because the other half, they still need to pay for their daily expenses, their grocery shopping and all that, right? But the other half is a hedge for all the injuries that they suffer. And by the way, every sportsman have a lifespan. Whether you like it or not, there is a lifespan, all right? So once your lifespan as a sportsman hit the max, you can't do much. So what can you live on? You live on the wealth that you accumulated during your golden era. Now, that being said, the exception to that is like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson also came out right now out of retirement to fight a $75 million round. But guess what? The trend is everyone looking to be paid in Bitcoin. And through his network of followers, he's going to influence the whole new generation, whether from gaming to sports to Ultimate Fighting Championship. Everyone is being influenced by their heroes. And these heroes are taking the lead and saying, hey, I deserve to be paid in Bitcoin. How about you? Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, Dr. Clemen, a couple of days ago in Singapore, there is a alert on cryptocurrency. In fact, the Monetary Authority of Singapore came out and issued guidelines to discourage cryptocurrency trading by the general public. The question to you is, what does that mean? And what is your thought on this Monetary Authority of Singapore alert?
Yes, Richard, this is a kind of a timely alert in the sense it starts to invoke discourse or discussion among the public domain, especially right here in Singapore. So this is the big headline. Under the new Monetary Authority Singapore guidelines, crypto trading should not be promoted to the public. And I got three questions I'd like to raise just by understanding this article and also reading up the circular that's being issued. The first question I want to think about is this. What is the world direction right now that we see in this global perspective? All right. And I spoke about this at length many, many times. And the first thing that came to my mind is, hey, don't we forget that on 4th of February, which is just next month, China will officially launch their digital yuan currency to the world. And they will launch it right in the smack of the Beijing Winter Olympics. So we have one extreme right here, China. I call it the extreme because why? Before they go about launching the digital yuan, what have they done? The emperor typically like to kill everybody. So they have killed Bitcoin mining. China has also killed Bitcoin or cryptocurrency exchanges. Literally anything to do with cryptocurrency, they've killed it in mainland China. This is really the extreme. But to fulfill what agenda? And I believe their number one agenda is there can be no other coin except digital yuan. The digital yuan must take sovereignty over all other coins. That's the reason why they went on the killing spree last year. So we got to understand, all right, China is the de facto extreme. But because they are fulfilling their number one greater agenda to promote their own digital yuan, they have interest at stake. Now we look at the other extreme right now, which I call it the United States of America, a completely free globalized market. And we just spoke about it today. We have crypto companies listed on NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. We have Coinbase, we have Robinhood, we have Interactive Brokers. And today, right now, we also have crypto mining companies like Riot, Marathon, and Rhodium. We just spoke about, all right? So they are saying that, hey, all of you got to know what's happening out there. And we don't mind you participating in the public companies of these stocks. And guess what? You can buy low, sell high, make money just trading in the stock market or in the options market or in the crypto market. We don't mind. I think investors' interests are protected. So we got two extremes right here. We have China right here, one extreme. They only recognize one coin, the digital yuan. We have US right there, another extreme, very liberalized, crypto exchanges, crypto mining firms, all public listed, all right? The question is this: what is Singapore's position? Which extreme are we on? Or are we somewhere in the center? But if I read this article headline, we are not even in the center to begin with, because why? It states very clearly, right? Crypto trading should not be promoted to the public. But if you read aloud, do you mean to say that if we don't educate the public about crypto trading, then Singapore will be so far behind while China takes the lead in digital yuan, while US takes the lead in crypto exchanges and crypto mining companies? Then where are we as a small nation of 5.5 million people? First thing we got to ask this question: what is our positioning? Because if we block out this knowledge from the public, we're going to be left behind in the race. We started off today's YouTube talking about the biggest acquisition ever in Microsoft history to buy up Activision. Why? To address the gaming population. We talk about Walmart going to non-fungible token, launching its own digital currency. Why? Because every American is a Walmart customer. And in the future, if everyone is going to start using digital currency to buy, sell goods and services, then we should be educated today, right now, or else we'll be left behind. The second question I was thinking through, which, you know, I think this article is more targeted at those who are currently regulated by the MAS, all right? Now, they did not mention any names, but one thing for sure that they are very unhappy about is this, right here. Cryptocurrency service providers should not market or advertise their services in public areas in Singapore, such as through advertisements on public transport venues, public websites, social media platforms, and broadcast and print media. Now, is this where they are thinking about? Yes. They are literally seeing all these advertisements popping out in heartlanders areas like the buses, the train stations, and they are getting concerned because many of them out there, some of them are kind of disguised like a good little crypto platform, but there are scams behind it. So it is right to protect the public, but it is not right not to educate the public. So there's a distinction right here. They are concerned about, scam companies doing their promotion, which we are all very, very equally concerned about. But if we take away the education of cryptocurrency, then the general public will be none the wiser. They'll be the fools. They will never know what this is all about. Because we know as cryptocurrency traders, it is not easy to trade cryptocurrency. There are many, many steps involved. First, you have to set up your account. Second, you need to fund your account. Third, you need to trade on your account. Fourth, you need to protect your account. Next, you need to move money out of your account. There are many, many steps. And all these are good educational steps, which I believe the public should be aware of and they can make their right choices. And of course, we go on right to the bottom right here on this article, and we will cover my third point. Okay, let me just move this down. Right over here. They are talking about influencers, like social media influencers, as well as taking away the physical machines where people can buy easily. Now, I've seen quite a number of examples where people took advantage of Bitcoin and make it like a gamification. When they make it so easy for people to buy without understanding what's behind it, this is good. And this protection is for that purpose, to protect the public for not getting the right education and jumping on the bandwagon. Now, that's the reason why they're targeting at ATM machines. They're targeting those social media influencers who don't even know what they're talking about, and they're promoting cryptocurrency. And this is what we are addressing as well. So consistently, the takeaway from this announcement to me is this. Today, we have done over 80 episodes of all things related to Bitcoin. And every step, we assemble facts, we have assembled the data so that you, the viewers, can connect the dots. And in fact, after watching 80 episodes, I believe some of you still got no idea how to buy Bitcoin, which is perfectly fine. You're getting yourself into the marketplace, all right? But don't forget the biggest picture. You have the extreme China promoting digital yuan. Do you want to be left out from the most populous country on planet Earth, 1.4 billion people who are more educated than you in using cryptocurrency and using digital currency? We cannot be left behind, or else we'll be worse than the communists. Or the other extreme, the Americans, fully capitalist country, they are telling everyone, hey, we approve crypto exchanges, we approve crypto mining companies, they can list in our exchanges. You can buy, sell their stocks, which is good. But at the same time, they're protecting the public by doing even more education and by reining in on the black sheep, catching them, putting them behind the bus. And what is our position? This is where all of us need to play a really important role to educate each other on these developments. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen, for your thought on the recent alert. Recent alert doesn't mean that it's crime, it's just alert, right? In a sense as to warn the public and everybody on the risk of getting into trading cryptocurrency. So we also want to thank the Singapore government for doing that. Now, last question to you, Dr. Clemen, is this. In the last couple of episodes, since the beginning of the year, we talked about 1464. And a lot of the impact on the price of cryptocurrency depend on US spot ETF. Now, this is of interest to everyone in the crypto segment, because if the US has a spot ETF, it will greatly impact the price of Bitcoin. So there is an article, recent article that talk about US spot ETF, and there were a lot of debate by the Congress. So can you give us an update on the situation on US spot ETF?
Yes, absolutely, Richard. And I was listening and watching throughout the congressional hearing and the appointment of our Fed Chair, Jerome Powell. And clearly, many of the senators were really upset with the pace of which Jerome Powell is handling digital currency, or more importantly, stablecoin. And they were really pushing for an answer, because step one, the Fed Chair has promised to release the publication of a paper to spell out the guidelines for stablecoins in the United States. Now, we look at United States as the benchmark. They will set the benchmark globally for all countries to follow, all right? So they are the de facto kind of a benchmark for cryptocurrency laws. So step 2. Now, what most people are really confused and confounded by is that last year, the Securities Exchange Commission approved the trading of Bitcoin futures ETF, which is a much more complex instrument compared to the spot ETF. That was already approved last year. But why right now they are holding back on the approval of the Bitcoin spot ETF? And that's why Congressman frustrated with SEC Chair Gensler as Bitcoin spot ETF debate continues. And we got really 2 very important dates coming up. Congressman Tom Emmer has hit back at SEC Chair Gary Gensler once again right after pushing a parliamentary bill around central bank digital currency, CBDCs, all right? So right here, I'm very frustrated with Chair Gary Gensler. Republican Tom Emmer says of the SEC rejection of spot Bitcoin ETF. This is driving opportunity off our shores. And this was dated on 14. And which are the 2 other important dates that we got to know about? The first one is 1st of February. The second one is the 6th of February. There are 2 upcoming Bitcoin spot ETF waiting for approval on these 2 days. And that's the reason why he's saying that this is driving opportunity off our shores, and just look at the intellectual inconsistencies. This is the big debate. And to recall, on 19 October, 2 Bitcoin futures ETF were approved. One is the ProShares Bitcoin ETF BITO. And even though the futures ETF got approved, but unfortunately the spot ETF got rejected, all right? So the congressman argued that where does the pricing come from? Well, it comes from the spot market. So why would you allow the one and not the other, right? If the futures ETF is deriving its value from the spot market, you approve the futures, but you don't approve the spot. This is the biggest debate right now going on, and everybody just scratching their heads and wondering what is going on, all right? So we can go through this whole argument right here. Really fascinating stuff, but of which the most important date to all of us is still 1st of February and the 6th of February. Let's see how this plays out right in the smack of a Chinese New Year celebration. And if there's a big approval, we're going to have a big ang pao or red packet. Back to Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. So is Bitcoin in the bull market or the bear market? We have given you facts and data from the market, and what is a long-term trend for Bitcoin. So with all the data and the facts that we have presented to you, you have to decide on whether Bitcoin is for you or not. But we remain bullish, and we believe that Bitcoin is the best financial instrument for the creating of wealth. And the secret to success is to wake up early, work hard, and own Bitcoin. So all the best to you for the week, and we'll see you again on Friday. Thank you.
We believe that investing in our education
has the highest leverage and is the greatest equalizer.
Regardless of background, everyone can have the same opportunities in education.
We believe in doing what is right, not what is easy.
We believe in anything that is worth doing, we do it with passion and excellence.
We believe that happiness is the key to success.
If you love what you're doing, you're already successful. And that both success and failure are temporary, worth sharing about and even celebrating.
That said, we believe we have had our fair share of both. Yay!
We believe that when the market is tough, we can be tougher.
We believe the best product should win, not the best sales pitch.
We believe that winners are winners because they don't quit.
We believe that the biggest sin is to make learning boring.
We believe in making decisions and owning our results.
We believe in innovation to continually provide value to all around us.
We believe that together, everyone achieves more.
We believe that real leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders.
We believe that we can learn from our competitors.
We believe that women work harder, do better, and are more committed.
We believe it's okay to be proven wrong.
It's okay to change your mind.
And it's okay to cry when you're having a really rough day.
We believe in giving everyone the benefit of the doubt.
We believe in always saying please and thank you.
We believe that if dreaming is free, then we should dream big.
And then working hard to achieve it.
We believe that if we have knowledge, it's our duty to pass it down.
We believe that we shouldn't teach something we ourselves don't believe in.
We believe it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
We believe in saying sorry and meaning what we say.
We believe in being high-tech, means adding a human touch.
We believe that no one has all the answers.
Not even us.
But we go find out and we learn.
We believe that learning never ends, and once you stop learning,
you start dying.
We believe that one person
or one great idea
can change the world.
That's why we believe in helping you grow and succeed.
And with your help, we can change lives globally.
We believe.
We believe. We believe.
Thank you for your belief in us.